Okay, so let's talk about something. Have you ever felt, I don't know, kind of invisible, like you're just in the background? Well, what if I told you that feeling could actually be a superpower? We're going to dive into exactly that with this amazing mystery, A Strange Thing Happened in Cherry Hall by Jasmine Warga. So, the big question is, what happens when a really special painting just disappears from a museum? We're about to find out. This story follows a boy named Rami who's pretty quiet, but he gets pulled right into the middle of this wild crime when a super valuable painting just called Untitled vanishes. Poof, gone. All right, picture this. We're inside the big, fancy Penelope L. Brooks Museum. Everything seems normal, right? But wait, something is definitely wrong. A really important painting has been snatched right off the wall. All that's left is an empty spot. And you guessed it, a ton of questions. But hey, don't you worry, a detective crew is on the case. And let me tell you, this is probably the most unusual team of investigators you'll ever meet. They are definitely not what you're expecting. So first up, meet our main detective, Rami. He hangs out at the museum a lot because his mom works there. And, well, he kind of feels like he's invisible. You know that feeling? Like you're looking around the lunchroom for someone to sit with, or you just feel like you're in the way? That's Rami. But he's not alone. He teams up with his classmate, Veda. Now, Veda is super smart, she's really confident, and boy does she have some wild theories about what happened. She's not shy at all, and she's got some big ideas, like maybe some rich art collector is the thief, or maybe something even stranger is going on. And then things get weird. Meet Blue. She's a ghost, a little spooky, but totally friendly. And get this, only Rami and Veda can see her. She just kind of floats around, and she looks exactly like the girl in the painting that went missing. The only problem is, she has no idea who she is. She can't even remember her own name. And rounding out the crew, we can't forget Agatha the Turtle. Yep, a turtle. She lives in the museum garden, and because she's so small and quiet, she sees everything. She might just be the key witness who saw the whole thing go down. Okay, so we've got a missing painting and a ghost and a turtle detective, but this story is about so much more than that. It's really about finding a strength you never knew you had, a secret superpower, if you will. And here it is, the invisible observer superpower. You see, that feeling Rami has, that feeling of being invisible, the book shows us how that can actually be a huge advantage because he's always watching. He sees all the little details that loud, busy people completely miss. So being on the outside looking in actually gives him the best view of the whole mystery. It's like having detective vision. Seriously. This is where Rami starts to realize that being quiet is his secret weapon. He's the one who spots the tiny marks on the wall where the painting used to be. He's the one who can see a ghost. He starts connecting all these little clues that were right there the whole time, hidden in plain sight. So, what's the big takeaway here? What can we all learn from this awesome case? Well, this super fun mystery is packed with some really important lessons, not just about solving crimes, but about how we see ourselves and the people around us. The biggest one is this: your differences are your superpowers. It's true. It doesn't matter if you're quiet like Rami, or outgoing like Veda, or even a super observant turtle like Agatha. The things that make you different are actually what make you strong. And it's a fantastic reminder, right? To pay attention to the quiet kids, because they just might be the ones who have it all figured out. All right, enough talk. Now it's your turn to be the detective. Are you ready to fire up your own observation skills? Let's do it. You can totally do this. First, get yourself a mystery notebook. Then, just start writing down the invisible things you notice every day. You know, maybe a friend seems a little down, or a car on your street is parked in a weird spot. Little things. And for step 3, team up with a buddy. Share your clues and see what you can figure out together. Okay, so if you loved this book, I've got another one for you. You have got to check out When You Reach Me by Rebecca Stead. It is such a cool mystery about a kid who has to solve these crazy puzzles that involve secret notes and, wait for it, time travel. So good. Or here's another great one, The Parker Inheritance by Varian Johnson. This one's also about a team of kids, and they're trying to solve a super old mystery in their town. It's got history, friendship, puzzles, the whole shebang. A really great adventure. And hey, a quick note for the parents and teachers out there. The head detectives, if you will. This book is an absolutely fantastic way to start conversations about things like empathy, what it means to be a good friend, and thinking critically. That feeling Rami has of being invisible, so many kids can relate to that, which makes this book a perfect jumping off point for talking about inclusion and making sure everyone feels like they belong. Well, that was a blast. I hope you had as much fun digging into this mystery as I did. And I hope you're ready for our next adventure. So, just remember, the biggest adventures can start just by noticing the smallest things. Hey, do us a favor and hit that follow and subscribe button so you don't miss the next time we break down an awesome book. We've got plenty more stories to explore together. See you then!